All right, we have a 2017 Silverado, and we watched some videos on how to take the rear bumper off. They're saying that you have to pull the bed, which is one option, but we're also gonna give you another option. In our bed, we have a fifth wheel. The brackets are all there, so it's really complicated to lift the bed up in our case. On this bumper, you have this lip right here that they made, designed so that you can't pull the bumper off because this bumper hits the back of the bed. So, or this bracket, I should say, hits the back of the bed. So if you look up in here, we did it a little bit different way. So you have right here, you have these bolts to hold the hitch, and then there's one more here. If you drop these bolts, you can actually take the bumper and lower it down and kind of just yank on it and pull it out. You really have to be careful on these sides right here. You have to be careful, put some tape here or so, a cloth here so this doesn't rub up against here. And we're gonna show you right now how we did it. So, go ahead and set that on there and we'll show them how we did it. So once you have that unscrewed, these bolts, the bolts off of the bracket taken off, you just take this bumper. It would be preferably with two people would be better. And what you do is you just take it further down, lean it down a little bit so that that little lip that normally hits the back of the bed goes down, and it's made at a perfect cavity so that it comes out just perfectly. You might have to put a little bit of tension on there, but it should just come out easily. We already took the old one off and put the new one on, but we're gonna take it back off and put it back on so you can see how it works with just lowering the hitch without touching the bed at all. So then, I'm good on my side. You good on your side? So just yank it off of there, and you can see in here, this is the cavity that this bracket needs to slide into right here. If this little hump right here goes past this, you can get the rest of this thickness to slide right in there. Instead of unscrewing all the bed, lifting up the bed, figuring out a way to support the bed, you can just drop the hitch down and do pretty much the same things that you're doing, because you got to take these side bolts out anyways to hold this bracket to be able to take the bumper off. So if we're doing that work, the rest of the work, you just got to unbolt rest of those four bolts, or 3 bolts on each side, 6 bolts. Drop this down. You don't even have to take it off all the way. You can to make it a little bit easier, because it does hit on this hitch a little bit when you're going in, but just very minimal, especially if you have 2 people, a fairly easy job. And then just same way going back in, you just guide this lip right here, over this. And then just kind of observe it from the back so you can see it sliding into that pocket. And then once you see it going in, you just kind of put a little bit of tension on there. And you gotta make sure that this tube for the spare tire tube clicks into its spot. And that's all. And the rest is just anchoring everything back up, setting the bumper back into its position, and finish bolting up all the bolts that you took off initially. So that's another way that you can do a rear bumper on I believe it's like 2014 till 2019 Silverado. Between these ranges all have the same style bumper, and that's how you do the bumpers on those in a different way versus lifting the bed, just dropping the hitch a little bit. Thanks for watching.